And you're the only mascot in Big 12 Media Days that can conduct a regular interview.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. There's different roles. We all play our different roles, but I might not be doing the headstands and the cartwheels and the dances, but I get to talk and hang out, which is I like that role a little bit more.
The idea of being a mascot, when did that first come to your mind?
I think about halfway through my sophomore year, was like started growing a beard, and I was like, I'll you don't have to have a beard. I don't believe in like the whole you have to have a beard and a mullet thing to be the mascot, just because I think anybody that will represent our university and our state at a very high level is worthy of being the Mountaineer and should be. But I just had a beard. Like I started growing a beard, I was like, somebody jokingly said like, you could be the Mountaineer, and I was like, because I've had a mullet since I was 15. And I was like, yeah, maybe I'd fit the profile, like, maybe I'd do it. And then I tried out and I didn't win, and it made me really like realize like how much I wanted to go after it again, because I am a competitive person. But during that time, you realize I couldn't think of the reason why I wanted to do it. But over that year of like thinking about how I lost, why I lost, it was like it made me realize that I have a love for West Virginia. It's the biggest piece in my heart is that state and the people and the things that have come from it. So that's when I was like, that's what I got to do is represent it, and that's what made me want to try out again.
You said the word tryout.
Yeah.
What's involved in a tryout?
So it's like everything's pretty public at WVU about this whole process. So it's like an online application, and then it's an interview, and then the top 4 interviews do something called a cheer off, and it's all at a public basketball game. It's at a normal home game where they take the 4 finalists and they put you up in buckskins. They find some past Mountaineers, and you wear buckskins. You do a trial run as the Mountaineer. So you walk up and down every step in the Coliseum, interact with fans. You kind of do like a practice run as the Mountaineer for a half of a basketball game, and they watch you, see how you do, how you handle the rifle, how you handle fans, all those things, and that's when they kind of there's a group that decides, and that's how they come to their decision.
How much of a commitment is it?
It's a big one, but it's worth every second that I do it. I've done over 100 events in 3 months. I do a lot of appearances, and it's a beautiful thing. And most of my appearances do come from me servicing and visiting other parts of the state that don't get to see the Mountaineer. So, I go I do the athletic stuff like we're doing today, but also West Virginia has some type of honor where we have an office in every county. So we're probably the only school in the country that does that, where every county in the state has a WVU office called an extension office, where set up 4-H camps, set up energy expresses, which help kids that can't read or just need a meal for breakfast and lunch. And I go out there, as the Mountaineer, I visit them for a day, bring the game day experience to them. I'll get a "Let's Go Mountaineers." We'll hop down. I'll be like, we give out books, we give out little stuff, or even I'll just sign a little postcard and say, whoever we'll do a push-up competition, because I'll bang out a couple, just let them, and then it's really cool to see them get all in, just banging out push-ups, and they really just want, just a picture or something with us, and it's really cool to be able to go do that and just service that part of the state and service all the people that make the state so amazing.
When you tried out for the first time, did you think of yourself as being a role model, especially for kids?
I think that was the thing that I thought about more. The athletics thing is I'm a huge sports fan. Always have been, always will be. And I don't know why in my head it connected more to me to, being like a role model or helping the community out than it did of being like a hype man, which I'm both, which is amazing. But it's just, there's something that's so special about seeing kids that come from a similar place that I did, similar lifestyle and stuff, that their parents are working in the coal mines, or their parents are public school teachers. They're just hardworking people, byproducts of good people, and they get a little bit of help from us, or they get, have a good experience through the university, and that just touches base with me so much, and that's the stuff that I really value.
What's a day like for a mascot on a game day, a football game day?
Okay, so depending on the game, but we try to interact with everybody. So hours before the games, we go and actually just roam the lots. Like you don't buy like the mat. You can't pay for the Mountaineer to come to your tailgate. It's just we walk around and go visit them all anyways, because that's how we are. We want to go see all the hardworking people. Their day off, they're driving 3 hours to come watch the Mountaineers. So we're going to come hang out, rack off a couple shots in the blue light, just get everybody having a good time. Then we do a man trip, which probably the coolest part. We honor all the man trip just explains how the coal miners, they take a man trip into the mines, and our state was built on coal mines, and I think this country was built on coal mines, because without met coal, you can't build steel. Without steel, you can't build railroads. It's just kind of a trickle down to see those hardworking men and honor them by doing something called a man trip, where at the end of it, we stuck our hand on a big piece of coal, and then we look up at the children's hospital, wave at the kids, looking out the window. Like, that's just special, because like I said, we just help. The university services everybody, and to see those kids out there just so happy to see us, like, there's no reason for that, and the fact that they do appreciate us that much is just it's unbelievable.
How many years has West Virginia had a live mascot at Mountaineer?
I don't know the exact number, but there's been 71 different Mountaineers. So it used to be you could do 2 or 3 years. Now it's just 1 year. So I've done it for 3 months. I've got another 9 in me. So.
And you've met others?
I've met others. Yeah, I've grown up. I'm a Mountaineer fan. Always have been. My parents met at WVU. My sister is a student, was an undergrad student, and does med school at WVU. So everybody in my immediate family is a WVU grad or student. And I've grown up watching every Mountaineer game. Bowl games, no matter what, I can tell you some of the best memories coming from that, stadium. So I used to see him on the stage. And then once I enrolled in college, Mary was my Mountaineer. And then we had Michael, and then last year Braden. So I've seen those 3. And then as I was inducted, I met the Timmy Eads, heard the stories of Kimball, Trevor Keese, all these guys, Michael Garcia. You meet all these amazing people that want to do the same thing as me, and it's represent the thing that we love.
Coach Rodriguez back.
Amazing.
What's that been like?
It's so cool to see. I have no bad feelings toward anybody. I genuinely love the time with Neil Brown, love the time with Dana. Go back and but I think there's nothing more right than a West Virginia native, grown up in Fairmont. He said his dad was a coal miner, that played football for WVU, has coached at WVU before and been successful, and now he's back. I just don't think there's a better fit. I think he's genuinely the perfect guy for the job just because he has the roots here, he knows how to win here, and he wants to be here, and he loves it here so much. And I know the cheerleaders have said it today, they were so impressed with how Rich Rod made sure to thank our cheerleaders that they were here. And that just shows what type of person he is. He's a West Virginia boy. He knows that friendliness, that niceness, and what it takes to win and build a community. And like I said, there's a lot of great coaches in the world, but I think he's literally the perfect fit for us.
You go on road games for football?
I do go on road games.
Orlando, UCF, mid-October.
You'll see me literally. Although I've never traveled. I'm not a well-traveled person. My first time on a commercial plane was yesterday. To fly to this today, or 2 days ago, to fly to this today, and I'm really excited. We fly to BYU, Arizona State, Houston, Kansas. We'll probably drive to Ohio, and then we fly down to Florida. So
push-ups involved when West Virginia scores?
Yes, push-ups involved. We do however many points are on the board. So 50 points, 300-ish push-ups. Be a fun time.
You're up to the task?
It depends on how Rich Rod's feeling. 50, I feel solid.
I don't think any UCF fan wants to see you do 50.
I'm used to the humidity, so I think I'll be okay. And there's some of those heat. We're different weather in Morgantown, so I'm ready for 50, I think. And I'm scared he might run a score up on somebody, so you never know.